C.J. Stroud clearly has his eye on receivers. I mean, I think it's as clear as day. When Ricky P went to San Francisco, he was upset, and there were reports that Nick Caserio was trying to trade up, which makes you wonder, was that what they were trying to trade up for? He also said, and I saw Beltway Boys pointed this out, that Leggett was high on his board as well.
Mm-hmm.
So is this just a matter of C.J. Stroud liking two specific guys, or is he kind of siding with us and thinks that the Texans need even more weapons than they already have? And could that mean perhaps whether it's Ladd McConkey, Coleman,
White Rice,
or not working, man?
It's going to work. You didn't think Nicky Buckets was going to work, and it's taken off.
It's still done.
Oh, it's taken off.
I mean, we're having a drink special tomorrow.
Yes.
Nicky Buckets.
Yes.
Daily Sports Club if you want to come through 11 o'clock.
I might.
Yeah.
12:30.
Yeah. JP France might be making his Sugar debut.
What time does Sugarland play? I got to base my decision on that.
We got 4 new Texans hats to give away too.
All right.
4. But the receivers is C.J. Stroud. Does he just want more receivers? Is it just specifically those two guys? Because you have McConkey and you have Adonai Mitchell available.
I think. Yes. Did he want that receiver? Yes, it's obvious. Was he maybe on the Texans board? I think, yes, that's a possibility. But I also think that, look, Nick Caserio is not going to give away anything on the draft to just any schmo. But this is C.J. Stroud we're talking about. So I think it could have been Pearsall was in the mix. Obviously, that's why he was upset. But the Texans, the day went so well for the Texans. I can't emphasize this enough. Like you and I have been talking about it. What's the perfect scenario? It was better than the perfect scenario. So wide receiver is still a possibility, even though I think linebacker might be where they're looking. Even they might be changing and adjusting because that's what Nick does to maybe wide receivers. Adonai Mitchell is still there. McConkey,
he's got to go first, right? Buffalo's going to take him, right?
Is Buffalo going to trade with the Texans? Hell, they're trading with the Chiefs.
And the Texans.
Yeah, and the Texans, yes. And you can go get you one. So, yes, wide receivers are still there. 6 quarterbacks and 7 wide receivers were taken in the first round. Perfect, beyond perfect for the Texans.
Is there anything that you don't want? Because there's a lot of stuff. There's two. I don't want Newton and I don't want Fisk. I don't want these D linemen that we're talking about. Just give me a committee. We'll figure this out. The edge guys, all that. I'm okay on that.
I'm with you.
I don't want that unless it's Chris Jenkins. I can get down with Chris Jenkins or Hall. I can be okay with that at 59. Pause as far as getting down, but I could be okay with them at 59. But I don't want to take at 42. I don't want to take Fisk or Newton. I'm not. This Newton thing is please someone draft him. Please someone draft Newton out of Illinois. Please.
No,
begging.
I think we're in alignment there. How about that? We're in alignment.
How about that?
Just like Brian Gaine, and B.O.B.
What's up, B.O.B.?
But everything else
at the hip.
I'm very much open to. I still think linebacker is going to be, if I had to,
give me some Kool-Aid though.
Kool-Aid's on the board. Obviously, DeJean's on the board. I mean, hell, every running back. Who's your favorite running back in this draft? He's available.
Benson.
He's available. They're all available. Every single running back. And in terms of linebacker,
they get a running back today, right?
They have to. It could be Corum. Could be, any of them. They're all on the board. So the Texans, it couldn't be in a better position for them.
Look at this, dude. I'm already shopping at HEB too. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, man. I'm getting these ready just in case.
Look at that. Kool-Aid. We got to take some of those, right?
Kool-Aid Burst, baby. Kool-Aid Burst.
Yeah, we got to take some of those.
The Kool-Aid bottles, $189 for a 6-pack, baby. $189. Stock me up. Stock me up. Let me get 12 of those.
Those are the ones, the little twist-off wax?
Yeah.
Twist-off wax is the best.
Yeah, give me that. Give me the Kool-Aid Burst, baby. Kool-Aid McKinstry. I am definitely okay with that. Don't threaten me with a good time on that.
Or Rakestraw from Missouri.
Yeah. He's not bad. I could see them liking him.
He's there too.
I could see them liking him. I'm looking at Cooper. I'm looking at McConkey. I'm looking at Mitchell. I'm looking at Kool-Aid. No thank you on Newton. Cooper DeJean. Maybe do something there. Javon Bullard. You might be able to get with your second. Mm-hmm. You might be able to get with your second, like with the way this thing's going. Like it's insane. I just can't believe that these conversations. This almost resembles like had they had 23 overall. I feel like a lot of these names would be being mentioned, and they were before they made the trade. So here we are. So Nick Caserio, you are vindicated. It was a good trade. I never really questioned it because you used the second-round pick that you got to trade back. You used it to acquire Stephon Diggs. Well, I think that needs to be taken into account. But if, like, let's say Byron Murphy had fallen to 23, there might be some people that would be like, dude, oh, my God, we could have had Byron Murphy. Like,
okay, but here's the thing. Like at 23, what the receivers that were taken at 23 and below, would you rather have, if you're just going that, I don't know there was many more things.
I like Mitchell and McConkey. Yeah, I like both those guys.
Yeah, I know, but would you rather have Stephon Diggs or Brian Thomas Jr., who was taken there? No. You'd like Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs or Ricky Pearsall. Who knows, but I think I'd take Stephon Diggs. So, yeah, the trade was absolutely, justified, 100%.
Yeah, and according to Diana Rossini, I don't know how much I put into this. Like Nick Caserio was apparently being aggressive on the back end of the draft. Okay, whatever you say, ma'am. I like Diana. I think Diana is one of the people that you need to listen to when it comes to the Texans. But are we sure? Okay, all right. Well,
I still think that this was Nick Caserio doing Nick Caserio things, planning for every little subtlety, every little potential twist in the draft, floating that rumor, seeing if it would get anybody to jump up in there, anybody to show their hand, so maybe they can react today, and they can. Like I frankly, right now, like whomever you want and wanted at 23 before they traded the pick is pretty much there. Outside of like Murphy, but he went earlier and all that stuff.
So I looked at the big game, C.J. Stroud's last college game against Georgia, just to see, did McConkey do anything? Is there any like moment where C.J. Stroud maybe look back and say, oh, okay, this guy, McConkey didn't do anything. He actually had 2 catches for -1. Adonai Mitchell did have a touchdown, 22-yard touchdown in that game. So maybe he's an Adonai Mitchell guy. We know he was a Ricky Pearsall guy. Here was C.J. Stroud, the Ricky Pearsall reaction, the Florida receiver. Good Lord. I mean, and this doesn't sound like the reaction of someone who just liked to do. This sounds like a, damn, I wanted that guy. We could have had that guy type of vibe. Here was C.J. Stroud yesterday with the reaction. And you tell me if this sounds like a guy who wants a receiver.
The Niners select. Wow. Your guy.
Well, we probably was going to get a receiver, but hey, shout out to Pearsall.
That was the first reaction I've seen you do that.
Good.
Damn. Ricky Pearsall, the pick for the Niners.
How? What? How was he even on their radar? I'm happy for him, though, because he want to go in the first round and get some more money. I talked to him a couple times, man. Congrats, bro. That's big time. Bro, he's elite. You'll see.
He gets open.
Especially in that offense, man. Kyle's going to dial it up for him. That's why I feel like he was going to fit in our system.
4.41 with a 1.49 10-yard split.
He's nasty, bro.
Well, if you give him a free release, he gets open.
I don't care if you press him. You put on the Missouri game, they press man a lot, bro. Like it's just that
Yeah.
Like Tank has it like that. Just that little quick, little hezzy like.
You're this effusive in your praise.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm not saying like I'm some guru or some receiver like goat that just, but I know routes when I see them. I know football players.
Well, you've played
position.
with like 5 Pro Bowl wide receivers at this
Exactly.
point.
So like when I watched him, like at first I was like, okay, yeah, he's good. Because I seen him at Arizona State, and then his first year at Florida was okay. This last year, bro, he put it together. Bro, when I tell you, I don't know what, like it's like Tank. Like, you can't just put one, like, it's everything combined. I just text my boy, one of my best friends. He's always with me. And I told him, like, dang, they got Pearsall. I wanted him bad, like, man. Dude. Especially, like, before we didn't know we were going to get Steph. Pearsall was my guy. Like, that's the one I wanted. So that's a big-time get right there, man. Dang, man.
And CJ, I mean, I'm telling you, and CJ has the he has pretty good credibility on this because he wanted Tank last year. Now I don't think he like held a gun to Nick Caserio's head and said draft Tank like some of the reports were kind of insinuating, but he wanted him really bad. Here's what I do wonder, because you go back to the performance that put CJ Stroud. He was already on the map, but really put him on the map. And it was the Georgia game, obviously. 23 of 34, 348, 4 touchdowns. Also uses legs, 34 yards. And deserved to win, quite frankly. Deserved to win, I would say. But in that game, after C.J. Stroud led Ohio State to a field goal to take it to make it 41-35 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
Who made the big catch?
Georgia drove down the field. They got to the 10-yard line. Back went Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett looks to the left corner of the end zone and finds Adonai Mitchell, who would later transfer to Texas, right there in the back corner of that end zone to take the 42-41 lead. Then CJ drove Ohio State down the field. They missed the field goal. So he's been on the stage with Adonai Mitchell. I think Adonai Mitchell gets drafted by Buffalo. Right? I mean, is thinking.
I can't predict what Buffalo's going to do at this point.
They might take Coleman. I think they take a receiver, right?
Maybe. I'm serious. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. I'm not even trying to be funny.
They got to take a receiver.
You would think. I'm not trying to be funny. You would.
They're going to take an offensive tackle.
You would have thought they did it yesterday. You know what? Let's just give that receiver to the Chiefs. Why not? Why not? Let's just give them the receiver.
You know what? Y'all have beaten us in overtime. Y'all have beaten us straight up. Hell, we missed a field goal last year and didn't make the Super Bowl against you, and our team's kind of depleted. Let's just give you the guy that you want.
Yeah.
Here you go. Go get Xavier
we gave
Worthy.
you Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, gave him Pat Mahomes, too, back in the day.
Here you go.
I'm not trying to be funny. Like I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, boy, they're going to get a wide receiver. Hell no. How could you say that?
I want Kool-Aid, man. I want Kool-Aid or I want the receiver. I don't know. I don't dislike any of this. I don't want the D lineman.
Pick one.
I don't want the D lineman. Pick one.
42.
Adonai Mitchell. Adonai Mitchell. Let's just go in on receivers. We got the long-term plan here. Let's go. Let's eat. Let's feast. Time to feast.
I've been all about that linebacker, but boy, Cooper DeJean's there, man.
Oh my! If he is,
if he's there
ain't no way he is.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's only 10 picks,
man. But he's the top-rated guy right now, I think, on ESPN.
Yeah, on CBS.
Newton's too. Take him first. Come on, Buffalo. Give Ed Oliver some help.
There you go. There's a pick.
Give Ed Oliver some help. Take Newton.
Top 3 in any order are McConkey, DeJean, and Newton. Then Adonai Mitchell.
And then Kool-Aid's up there.
Yeah.
Ray Straw, Coleman, Fisk. Coop. Man, this is. I love day 2 so much, man.
Yeah.
I love day 2 so much.
Keep in mind, like, there are
no more quarterbacks, right?
You're also picking 59.
Where's this Spencer Rattler stuff coming from?
God. I never fell for that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Hey, you never know.
How do you feel about it? Because I didn't watch him except at the end of the year. I watched him in a couple of games. The tight end from K-State.
He's good, man. He's an H-back. He's tough. He's hard-nosed.
Yeah. He made some plays.
What you expect.
Was it the Big 12 championship? Were they in the Big?
No, Oklahoma State was in the Big 12 championship.
No. It was the bowl game.
Yeah. He's a tough, hard-nosed lineup all over the place.
Yeah.
I know Stoerner likes him. I don't know.
Might be 59.
What is he? A third round? The second round?
He might be 59.
I could see them reaching on a tight end. Like they're gonna be aggressive with the tight end. I want Sanders, but they don't like it. They want to.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be hardos. They want tight ends that can block. Whatever.
Yeah. Blocking's overrated. I actually think that there's a scenario in which they could maybe even trade back with that second round pick, add another something, and that would be very much on brand for Nick Caserio as well.
I don't know what his brand is, man. I think
trading is his brand. Moving.
Man, this is a good one. So a sketch on something. They said Christian Harris. So what are we doing? We're pushing sketch back.
And then they had somebody else.
Yeah. So a sketch out.
I don't know.
Did he tear his ACL that bad?
Did he get pumped?
What happened? Surely not, right?
No, he's going to be involved
Third?
somewhere, right?
Third?
Fourth, fifth, sixth.
He's definitely going to say, "What's up, brother?"
What's up, brother? Yeah.
Man, I am very, very, very intrigued by Buffalo. The best part about this is that Buffalo has the first pick after everything they did yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Bill has been traded. The pick has been traded. Wouldn't surprise me. To the Chiefs. Let's help them again. It was a wild night, and it just could not have gone better. And then there was the two dumbest things in the world, Bills being one of them, Falcons being the other. Oh, did you see Dave Tepper?
I didn't.
I guess, restaurant. Did you see it, Figgy?
Yeah, they had a sign up or something like that.
Let the coach and GM make the pick this year on their little sign.
Uh-huh.
He stopped and went in and talked to him about it. The owner of the Panthers.
What did he say?
Like, I don't know, just like, well, whatever, just like felt like it was an insult or whatever. Like he walked into a roadside
Who does he
restaurant.
think he is,
He's
man?
a numbskull. Like, that's the dumbest thing. Just an absolute.
Threw his drink on a person.
Yeah,
he sucks.
on top of that.
I forgot about
That
that.
dude's
Yeah.
trash, man.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's trash. So Calvin Hannon going to be in the war room tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I would.
Yeah.
They're going to be, they're going to be in there.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Hannah not talking during the movie, man.
She does not do that.
She talks in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Zero doubt.
No.
100%.
Maybe the
100%.
Maybe the previews.
100%.